first of all, it's a fantastic achievement, and congratulations to every operator in that state, including ourselves. NJ is really leading the way in online casino, and the states are reaping the rewards from that. I think it's fantastic. I think in terms of some of the things leading it, there's been more games providers coming into state. Because they're kind of seeing what can be done in New Jersey in terms of revenue and capturing players' attention. And, I still think we're short of game suppliers in market, but, there's more and more people coming every day. I think, 4G, 5G mobile play has certainly not, has certainly helped, to be honest with you. We see a lot more mobile play than desktop these days by a wide margin. I think also Jersey's population has grown in the past decade, about 6% according to the consensus. State's becoming a bit older and more diverse. So I think that adds to the revenue increase. I also think NJ players are quite savvy. This type of content's been around since November 2013 now. NJ players are by far, certainly on our network, the most vociferous. They want to talk about content. They want to talk about what they can help us do better, what we should be doing more of. So it's great to interact with those customers. They have obviously a massive familiarity, with that land-based play, but these are the first type of customers who've moved on to online-only content and are really trying it out and have embraced it. There's obviously the sports push since PASPA was repealed, which has, done a lot of assistance in cross-selling into casinos. And obviously, I think a number of brands associated with retail properties in Atlantic City have realised that online doesn't cannibalize land-based play, and it enhances it. Certainly from the data we see, looking at Borgata customers online versus retail as well, there's a really strong multiplier effect there. We still get a lot of traffic down from New York playing in Jersey. That's sort of a given. Obviously, up until we recently launched in PA, that was similar sort of metrics as well. I think the three brands we have in Jersey are really interesting. So obviously, Borgata is the flagship and the oldest brand on our network that we launched on day one in November 2013. MGM, which became BetMGM, launched as a casino and poker business first before sports in July 17, I think it was. And then we have sort of Party Casino, which was also live on day one. I think, the legacy players and the affinity for the Borgata property and the length of time that brand has been live, it sort of, it has been our flagship for many months. And we've got a ton of loyal players on that brand, which is great to see. We really lean into the property and the events and advertising. That's sort of how we differentiate the brand. We build a lot of bespoke content, Borgata branded content. But BetMGM is a much more national brand, not necessarily in casino, obviously, because we've only got 4 states under our belt, but certainly for sports. Certainly what we're doing in Vegas, certainly in terms of our marketing reach and our advertising prowess, and linking up with great ambassadors like Jamie Foxx. So it's speeding up the ranks as a proper challenger brand at this point. They're sort of they're both fighting for pole position, dependent on the month. Slightly different audience as well, and then. Party is an interesting brand. It is, the players on Party are a much more differentiated demographic. They're much more of a casual playing crowd. I think it's how we position that brand in market. Obviously online only, not associated to any property or sort of mega casino brand. So they all have their sort of different attributes and different player sets, and it's it's been a really, it's helped us do a number of things. So having the ability to cross-sell between brands is a great thing. We sort of keep it in our network. We obviously also have our own differentiated jackpot network inside that network of 3 brands. So the progressive amounts are shared between the brands. So it's, having 3 separate different brands in market has really aided it's part of our growth success story. That game has been immensely popular since we launched it in April 2020. And you're right, a very, very nice lady called Dory won 3.5 million off a $2 bet, I believe, on MGM Grand Millions. She was a Borgata player. A load of our team went down to the Borgata, met her husband, met her family. We took them out for dinner, did the big check opportunity, which I think you've seen on your site. It's just,
we published the picture.
Yeah, it's just so nice to be able to do that for our customers. Strangely enough, we had 3 weeks later, someone else just won 2.2 million. Another Borgata player playing on one of our in-house games, Bison Fury. So we're sort of in the, I don't know, it's nice sort of knowing that we're making some players millionaires. I think that 3.5 mil win was the largest online jackpot ever in the USA. To be won. So it's really great to see. Unfortunately, with jackpots, great PR stories and great to give back to the customers. Unfortunately, it does come with a downside.
Right.
The downside being the way that revenue is reported for market share in Jersey means that even though the money's accrued, because it is a jackpot, it counts as a loss. So it will hit us in November when the results get published, I believe a bit later today. And the 2.2 will hit us in December for that winner. But look, if our players are happy and people are winning life-changing amounts like that, I can take the market share hit. Look, the first thing to note is we are extremely happy with the results. The whole team at BetMGM is really happy with our performance. It's sort of transformational this year. Look, it's people ask me this question quite a lot. It's genuinely a lot of hard work. A plan that we put together in 2018. We've built up a really strong casino team at BetMGM. And there isn't really a sort of silver bullet, if you like. We build our own content for some of it, like MGM Grand Millions. We partner with great game suppliers and push exclusive content. We have a number of marketing engagement tools for the players that they really engage with. Obviously, having 3 brands versus 1 brand is a big advantage, I think. We have our own jackpot pool, as I said, making customers millionaires. I think we have we've got the biggest jackpot pool in Jersey, which certainly helps. It's a culmination of a ton of things. We're great at marketing. We really lean into our relationship with MGM and M Life and the Borgata property, especially in Jersey, and make it a sort of as much of an omni-channel experience as we can. Well, look, we've got fantastic partners in both Entain and MGM who are super supportive, and it's a number of different things that have come together to really transform where we were to where we are now, and fantastic momentum. I couldn't be more pleased. Yeah, I mean, naturally, when there's a big sports betting month, our numbers do go up. We cross-sell quite heavily. There are also mini games in our sports client, if you like, that customers can play on casino. So we tend to talk to customers as single customers rather than, hey, poker, casino, or sports. They obviously signed up on one product, and they move around the different products. I think we find it super beneficial, but I think we can only get better at cross-selling between sports and casino and poker, and vice versa. So look, we use it very much to our advantage. A long time ago, when I was a lot younger, I used to manage a load of bingo sites in UK and Europe, across Spain, UK, Sweden, France, Germany at that point. And I think the idea for it really came from some of the more casual audience that we've been seeing on Party Casino. That's the one thing. Two, obviously, Entain's bingo product is best in class. But we obviously wanted to put a better spin on it. We do have 90 ball bingo, but we're leading with 75 ball, which is, we've been live a day, and the early indication is obviously 75 ball is a known format in the US. There's a ton of sentiment, and there's a ton of, land-based bingo play, even outside retail casinos. And we just felt the sort of time was right to introduce it under a well-known, brand banner like the Borgata. Borgata regularly used to run bingo events in their event center, which is really cool. So we just, it's a more casual play, if you like, and it's only a day in, Bill, but the reaction from customers that have been in and played so far is really fantastic. So it's just a more social game. There's chat moderators, there's chat games. It's not expensive to play. It's fun and entertaining. A bit more light and casual rather than casino product or poker. Look, I think as a business, we obviously want to grow as much as we can. As I said, 21 has been a transformational year. I'm hoping for a lot more in 22. We do have a number of different things in gaming up our sleeves, which I can't really go into today, but things will start to become a bit clearer, hopefully Q1 and then Q2 next year. Look, we're super ambitious. We've got a fantastic gaming platform, sports platform. We've got a great brand. We have fantastic shareholders in BetMGM from MGM and Entain. I think we are positioned extremely strongly in market. In terms of NJ and how I think the market will change inside gaming or expand inside gaming, there's obviously, I think it will get harder from a competitor standpoint. There's new operators coming to market. At least 3 or 4 of them I could name that are, probably going to enter the market next year. So more competition. I think there'll be more gaming providers come to market, which will be good and really assist everyone. I think live dealer has really been an interesting games format for Jersey, and I expect that to expand potentially more. Who knows, more game show type options in the live environment, for example. And I think on our side, definitely more. We will work more with game providers on, including our own studios, on more exclusive content. Also content that will appeal to wider different types of audiences, not just slots and table games. So I think it's Jersey's progressive. I think the regulator's progressive. The players are certainly progressive, and they know what they want. I think it's our job to continue to provide them with quality gaming entertainment in various different formats. I think look, 2022 is going to be a really interesting year. I'm keen to, for BetMGM to continue to build on our successes in 21. Keen to bring new formats to market in terms of game content. Keen to continue to talk directly with our players, and as I said, provide them with a great gaming entertainment experience. I'm just so pleased that they, our players regularly feedback, both the good and the bad. We learn from that, and it's they're extremely supportive, which is great.